Hello, beloveds. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, at least on the Roman calendar. Mara Evenstar here. I thought I would pop in. It's newsletter time again, time to send out news and information on what's happening at the shop. Also do just kind of a little energetic check-in. I'll be drawing a card for us for the collective here after I've made a few announcements. I hope that these holy days, however you choose to observe or celebrate them, have been bringing you and yours peace and joy. I know there's been some challenges in my household with illness and travel and all kinds of goodies that are in there, but we are happy and have a lot of gratitude for the blessings that we do have. So I hope that yours are going smoothly. We had that storm that was moving through the area, deaths, and so sending love to the families and the loved ones of those who didn't make it through the storm. The earth is definitely moving in these different times, trying to also adapt and move with the imbalances that are existing on this planet these days. So Evenstar Institute, I'm actually really excited about the lineup we've got going. We're kicking off the new year with a bang. We've got a lot of great classes starting in January. We are running actually two of the Reiki Level 1 classes in January, getting people started on their healing journey. For those who have been asking, I believe Reiki 2 will be probably in early March. So we'll be sending out more information about that soon. So Reiki classes continue to go. People are really interested in having access to this beautiful energetic healing system of Reiki, and we are so glad to be of service in that area. We're also having a class on ritual magic taught by Nicole Shook, who's taking a look at kind of the basic practices in Western esoteric magic. And so I'm actually looking forward to taking that class myself and learning some of the things that and practices that I haven't really learned yet. And I'm looking at incorporating those into my own practices. Dr. Mary is going to be giving a talk on meeting the dark goddess. I know that she has been showing up for a lot of people during these times of change. She who comes in and kind of cleans out what needs to be cleaned out. So we're going to be meeting the dark goddess later in January. Raphael Zahava coming back with some more magical herbalism. This time we're focusing on healing and heart and grief work. It's going to be a beautiful self-care evening, working with the herbs and with grief and the ancestors. Also in January, the class isn't starting until February, but in January, I'm opening enrollment for my shadow work through the chakras courses. And that starts in early February. So keep an eye on that if that's been something of interest to you. Seating is really limited, and I've already got more people on the wait list than I do places at the moment. That doesn't mean there's not a place for you, but yeah, keep an eye on that if that's something that you're interested in. At the shop, we'll be doing a class on the meat and potatoes of manifesting. And that's happening like right around the new year. So I think it's January 2nd or 3rd. You can check our happenings page to see that. And Jean Adwani is going to be bringing back her intro to palmistry there. And of course, we've got our ongoing stuff. So I still teach guided meditation on Tuesday nights. Lauren Griffin is bringing back his conversations on kind of taking a new look at scripture, at biblical scripture, and how we can make that more meaningful in our lives today. So those things can be found on the happenings page. So, okay, I've done my I've done my bit in telling you what's coming up, and you can of course read about all of these things in the newsletter as well. But I'm going to pull a card for us for the collective as we step into this new calendar year. Using my Whispers of Lord Ganesha deck again. Seems like that one wants to float up. Mm. Acceptance. Acceptance is a really beautiful concept. What I'm finding with this idea of acceptance is really being able to be with what is, to be with how things are. Certainly, as we move into the new year, it's a really great time to be feeding and tending our intentions, all of those seeds that we have planted, and really, nurturing those things. But there's also this need to pull in at the same time as we're being like really future oriented, or trying to think about what we want to do and how we want to be, and what we want our future to be looking like, and forming that. There's also this message here to be able to truly accept in love where you are now, how far you've come, what is your reality now, and not just the bad stuff, but the good stuff too, because I think that we also tend to be on the continuous improvement treadmill. And so just being able to really accept the perfection of who and what we are now, where we are in our lives now, and really being able to drop into and even surrender into the perfection of what is, coming into acceptance. This actually removes that little bit of resistance that can be when we're unhappy with what is, or we're wanting to make changes, or we're wanting to grow. There's a tension there that sometimes is helpful in transformation, because it gives the drawback, so that then can give energy to that transformation. But sometimes letting go of your end of the rope that you're pulling on, sometimes letting go and surrendering into acceptance of what is, actually creates more space for what is emerging and what is coming. So that's a beautiful message, I think, for here at the beginning of the year, as we're moving into renewal, as we're moving into a time of really trying to focus our intentions, and moving into the quiet, not resisting the darkness and the cold, but coming into, if you're here in the Northern Hemisphere, where I am, that's where a lot of the resistance is this time of year. But not resisting what is, but just moving into full acceptance. As we do, we can feel whole. It really brings us into a sense of wholeness. So thank you for spending these few minutes with me. I hope actually your new year is glorious, that you can ring it in a way that brings you a sense of hope, a sense of gratitude, and a sense of the blessing that being here on this earth really, really, truly is. So I hope to see you around, hope to see you in classes. I'm so looking forward to some of the learning that's going to be happening here in January. And be well. All right. Bye-bye. Mwah.